You guys already know this is a Michael truck. 92 F150, 4-wheel drive, 5-liter, 86,000 miles. We got white letter BFGs. Let's see what it does out on the open road. This truck has my name written all over it. If y'all follow the page, you know that I personally love the OBS Fords, 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive, gas or diesel. I love all of them. But this is a really cool truck. I love the color combo with it. I love the spec front to back. Everything about this truck is something that I would drive every single day. It is a 1992 Ford F150 4-wheel drive. Has a documented 86,329 actual miles. It is a clean Carfax, clean Autocheck, no accidents or damage ever reported. This is a 302 or 5-liter, whatever you want to call it. Original driveline, does have the E40D automatic overdrive transmission. And again, factory 4-wheel drive with your selections, the electronic selections here on the dash. So you can select 4-wheel high or your low range if you need it. But all of that stuff functions properly. You have your standard equipment like power steering, power front disc brakes, both of which perform excellent. AC is on right now here in the 95-degree Texas weather, and the AC is nice and cold. The heat also blows hot if you do need it. Factory style exhaust system. It's a single exhaust. I'd put some Flowmasters on it. That's just my personal preference, but if you like a quieter exhaust setup, this stock single exhaust sounds great. We'll get on the throttle here in just a minute so you guys can hear it, but you really do hear more motor than you do exhaust. On the interior, it's the factory Granite interior. I want to say it's code DJ4. Don't let my memory fail me, but I believe that's what it is for the 92s. I think it's DJ4. Granite interior, seat cover is in excellent shape with just a little bit of bolster wear on the edge of the driver's seat, just from getting in and out, but it's minimal at best. Headliner is great, visors look good. A little bit of age on the sticker right there, which again, super minimal. And then up on the actual center portion of the dash, looks like it had probably a compass or something mounted there at one point. But the actual dash pad itself is in really nice condition. Plastics look good. Steering wheel has a little bit of like indentation age to it. My guess is it had a steering wheel cover on it for probably most of its life. So the steering wheel does have some, again, indentations mostly on the backside and the top of the steering wheel, but it's in good shape. The gauges are clear and easy to read. You have your factory Ford AM/FM cassette stereo. You have your cup holders down low, carpets, floor mats, dash, lower and upper. Door panels themselves all represent great. You have your slide out ashtray there with your cigarette lighter. You have your glove box with your owner's manual, all of which looks fantastic. And then over here on the left portion of your dash, you have your front and rear tank switch. So it is a dual tank truck, and it does switch back and forth from the left to the right. You have your headlight switch here, kicks your headlights on. You have your dome light, you kick that on. And as you can see here, your dome light works properly. You do have your flasher button switch here. You kick your flashers on, you kick your flashers off. All of that does work properly. As far as the does it work section for this particular F-150, the only item that is going to be listed as a no is going to be the reverse light. So when you kick it in reverse, the reverse lights are not illuminating in the taillights. Don't know exactly what's wrong there, but probably a pretty simple fix. Unfortunately, we don't have the time or the capacity to fix everything on every single vehicle. So that's why we do have the does it work section, which will be posted in that additional media section. How y'all are going to find that is you're going to click on the website pcclassiccars.com, go to the inventory tab, find this truck in the inventory, scroll to the bottom of that page, and there'll be a whole section there that will say additional media. It'll have the clean Carfax, it'll have the Autocheck, it'll have the data tags, it'll have the motor numbers, the VIN numbers, the does it work section, and the little imperfections on the truck will be found in that section. So it's really important that y'all check it out. We are going to let this last truck go, and then we are going to get after it here a little bit, test out the little 5-liter, see what it'll do for us. But it is a stock running and driving truck. Temperatures come up where we need it to, so we're ready to roll. So as y'all can see, the performance is fantastic, does everything you'd want a stock style F-150 to do from 1992. As far as your underneath, it is really clean. The inner rockers, the bottom side of the cab, the bottom side of the bed, and even a lot of the suspension and the steering components really check out nice. I don't see any problems of any kind on the underneath. It is a really good looking truck on the bottom. No rust problems or concerns for me visually that I see on the bottom. Ready to go. On the exterior, it is a factory two-tone medium Cabernet over smoke metallic. Great color combo, awesome wheel and tire combo. And you know, four-wheel drive, we love our white letter BFGs here at PC Classic Cars, so they check out fantastic on this one. Tires, for me, wheels and tires, excuse me, can make or break a vehicle, and on this one, it just sets it apart from all the other OBS Fords. White letter BFGs just look great. The paint quality on this truck, it does have its touch-ups, it does have its imperfections and little scuffs. You can drive this truck and not be afraid to get a little imperfection. It's not going to be the end of the world. You can still be proud to own this pickup, but it is not brand new. You have some touch-ups on the top of the hood. You have touch-ups on the doors, on the bed sides, on the tops of the bed rails, little scuffs here and there. Nothing that is major, but that does it, the additional media section will really outline the flaws that I'm talking about. In the drip rails on the tops of the doors, basically on the roof section on the left and the right side, the paint's a little bit thin in the drip rails themselves. Inside the bed is in really nice condition. You can see some wear spots in the paint on the bed floor. But overall, cosmetically, it is a really good looking truck. But again, it does have its touch-ups here and there. Wheels are in good shape with a little bit of corrosion on them, and the tires are in fantastic condition. They're basically brand new. I will say the only real mechanical thing you can say, and it's really notorious for this body style Ford, really a lot of the Fords of this era, is you can hear the power steering pump. It almost makes a slight little whine, but we've gone to the extent of replacing those at some point. And you still get that whine. So the power steering pump makes a little whine, but nothing that's unusual. It doesn't affect the drivability. The fluid is full and clean, ready to roll. You just get a little bit of a whine from that power steering pump. Like right now, you might be faintly able to hear it. I can barely hear it during the test drive here, but it's all really minor stuff. Suspension checks out exactly like it's supposed to. The front end is nice and tight. The truck is responsive. It goes where we want it to go. It is not jerking me around left or right. The brakes are really responsive as well. No weird feels coming back through the brake pedal. The disc brakes stop the truck nice. Doesn't have any pulsation again coming back through the pedal. It's not pulling me left or right either. Just kind of a ready to go truck when it comes to the mechanicals on it. As far as your driving position, looking out through the windshield and over the hood, the windshield has a few little nicks and little imperfections here and there. Some small little stone chips, just little stuff here kind of around the windshield, but nothing that warrants it being replaced. Your power windows, your power locks and mirrors, all of that stuff functions properly. You do have good tight window seals for your vent window glass. No major wind noise, which is always a nice bonus. Bit heavier acceleration there from the 5-liter, and it does what we want it to do. Are you winning races with this truck? No. Are you supposed to win races with this truck? Definitely not. But are you going to have an absolute blast driving this thing and just to have a killer truck going down the road? Yes, it checks all of those boxes. That is why I would personally drive this truck every single day. I would load up my dog in here and drive to and from the shop every single day and have an absolute blast and a large smile on my face while I did it. Both of your doors, your tailgate, and your hood all open and close properly. There's no problems with any of that. Inside the engine compartment, bottom side of the hood looks good. It is the original numbers matching 5-liter. Everything checks out really well in that engine compartment. Fluids are ready to roll, belts, hoses, serviceable items, everything is ready to roll and nice in that engine compartment. Don't see any problems in there at all. This is an awesome Ford. The only things I can really say is some little stone chips, little touch-ups in the paint, little wear items here and there, and then your reverse light's not working. You have cold AC, you have great miles at 86,000, clean Carfax, clean Autocheck, just a really clean and ready to go truck. I did forget to mention on the aftermarket rear bumper, there is a kind of an indentation on the passenger side. It's kind of a vertical indentation. I'd personally go back with just a factory style step bumper in the back. There's nothing wrong with that bumper other than the dents in it. That's just kind of a personal preference thing. If you do want to clean that bumper up, you could put a factory style bumper back there. Just one of those things that if you care to change it, you can. If you don't care all that much, have a few little dings in the rear bumper, not the end of the world. And again, the AC on right now, nice and comfortable in here. Really enjoyable truck to drive. You have your fold down armrest, makes for an enjoyable driving experience. Just a really cool Ford OBS pickup. As always, I'm Michael. This is a 1992 Ford F150, four-wheel drive, 5.0 with 86,000 miles. Stick around for the end of the video where we're gonna do a quick vehicle brief, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. All right, y'all, we're back at the shop after the test drive video. If y'all couldn't figure it out while I was driving this truck, it is definitely something that I would drive every single day. Ooh, that AC works good. Oh, I got my fold down armrest here, so we're cruising. Chandler, for you, I know you're a Ford OBS guy. I know you love the diesel trucks and the 3/4 tons, but for an F-150, man, this is one of my favorite trucks we've had in a while just because it drives so nice. 5 liter strong, obviously 4-wheel drive, white letter BFGs. You know we put white letter BFGs on pretty much everything 4-wheel drive. It's clean as you're gonna find underneath for 86,000 miles. The inner rockers, the floors, it's a really crispy truck underneath. Paint, factory two-tone, has your little chips and little touch-ups on the passenger door over here where it meets the fender. There's some like touch-ups. I don't know why they're there like that, but the door's kind of touched up on the edge. You have some other little flaws here and there. The aftermarket rear bumper's got like a little indentation, a vertical indentation on it. The interior is really clean. I don't see any major issues in there. Inside the bed is nice. Just overall, it really is a fantastic driving truck, something you could cruise every single day. It's just kind of a well-sorted pickup. Do you have any questions on it? Cool. And for y'all, we appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives and vehicle briefings. If there's anything else that y'all want to see, hit us up on the website and we'll catch you guys on the next video.